It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Voyagers and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Voyagers of Montreal taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he
in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Hurts going to keep it running right. Nifty move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will go to Henry out wide. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, I'd love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Montreal offense ready to take over now. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's able to find Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Herbert back to the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Couple of anxious seconds there. Probably felt like an eternity to him. That ball's tipped up into the end zone. And once it goes up there, you know it could be anybody's football at that point. Pretty lucky that one fell to the ground harmlessly.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of the rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They snap it to Herbert, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. As they've got it as we resume action. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all observed their lessons.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So nothing doing there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Herbert. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Voyagers.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On second down, here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
On first down, Hurts. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Here's third and a few inches.
Here's Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Herbert off of play action. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Voyagers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Raiders seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why
he's by himself. Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Give him another one right back to Allen.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up a 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts. And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Crowder's got it over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Singleton. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Montreal 1st down.
Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Running from the gun with Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now, the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Herbert's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Now it's Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, Voyagers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Herbert throwing again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Voyagers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Draw play. This is Henry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Herbert now. And this is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
14 yards. 1st down, Voyagers.
Here's Herbert. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll go in the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, they got him again. Miles Jack working through that time to take him down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Pushing his way through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7. A little under a minute to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Throwing, Herbert.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Herbert.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gomez. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One last throw here for Herbert. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Ravens 27.
Boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Montreal, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.